You know, it's interesting because since from the very, very get-go, we were always encouraging become a part of Love Inc. But I think along with Love Inc., we were kind of growing together and learning what did that identity really look like. Because as you know, as we're all beginning to know, we are Love Inc. I mean, it's not just becoming a part of another ministry.
Right.
But I realized it took some time to grow into that because we just kind of had to learn that together,
Sure.
you know? And I appreciate how it just kind of organically, we allowed the Holy Spirit to lead us in that. And really what it began is one by one, an individual in the congregation would feel led to help out in a variety of ways. I think of Sandy Culbertson. I'm not supposed to use names, but Sandy Culbertson, she's been working in the clearinghouse itself, I think dealing with referencing and references and referrals and things like that. And she just felt led to do that. And before you know it, now we have another trumpeter, you know, declarer of what the Lord's doing in Love Inc. here within the congregation. And so more begin to hear. And then we had another couple become a part of the mentoring aspect. In fact, you know, Nolan, I'm trying to remember, you know, in the Loving Your Neighbor program, what is it, mentors that they call them?
Spiritual friends. Spiritual friends,
thank you. They walked in that as spiritual friends, and of course, then just seeing them experiencing what it was to minister to folks that they themselves may never encounter. Simply just geographically may never encounter, but and watching the Lord just use them in the excitement and the spark that look what the Lord is doing. Wow, and so even more so. There's more declaring that until now. I don't know an exact number, but I know that it's well over a dozen or more folks here in our congregation are working in a variety of capacities, from working with finances for some of the stores, volunteering in the stores, in the clearinghouse, as spiritual friends, van drivers, you name it. And it's really, Love Inc. has become a part of who we are. And it really has. It has. And I know we've had discussion like this before. How can we encourage new congregations that are coming in, you know, to understand that? I don't think that it's something that can, you know, you can sit out and try to explain. How do you not just become part of Love Inc.? How do you allow it to become part of who you are in general? That's not as easy to describe. What I say is just start walking it out and letting the Lord lead, and just watch what He does and how He does it, and the excitement of just the connections that take place, you know, and the openness in that. It will come about. I do always love the idea of any new congregations wanting to know more about what it is to be involved in this ministry. I say, wow, I'd love to sit down and talk with them and say, hey, it really is, it's a growing experience. Don't walk into it thinking, oh, we've figured out how this looks. No, because the Lord always is doing something new within it, and I love it. That's ministry in general, and I just love seeing the body of believers being used accordingly. So